everyone. Let me introduce myself to you. I am Vismaya CP. I am here to take a seminar on the topic the relationship between AC and MC. Before we are going to discuss a topic, we should know about three important concepts in economics, that is TC, AC, and MC. So let us discuss our three main concepts. This is the TC or total cost. Total expenses that incurred in the production process are called cost. T is equal to total expenditure, that is also equal to total cost. It won't be zero because it always includes fixed cost. Total cost of producing any output that is defined as the minimum cost that must be incurred to produce that output. And there is also another way to calculate TC, that is adding TVC plus TFC. If we add total variable cost plus total fixed cost, we will get TC. And look into this figure. This figure that is clearly represents the three important curves: TC, TVC, and TFC. And as the output increases, the TC curve and TFC curve, there will be changes. Both these curves that will change according to the increase in the output. But there will be no change in the TFC curve. It only remains same. As output increases, there will be no change in TFC curve. This is the main difference between both the variable cost curve and the fixed cost curve. Then our next concept is average cost curve, or AC. AC refers to average cost curve. Okay, AVC plus AFC equal to AC. And there is another way to get AC, that is dividing total cost by output. AVC is variable cost per unit of output and AFC is fixed cost per unit of output. AC is, that is, U-shaped curve. Look into this figure. This clearly shows that AC curve, short run average cost curve, or SAC curve, that is U-shaped curve, and it reflects the law of variable proportion. Then moving to the next concept, that is MC curve. What do you mean by MC? MC is marginal cost curve. Marginal cost is defined as the change in total cost resulting from producing one extra unit of output. Then the formula for getting or calculating marginal cost curve is delta total cost curve divided by delta output. So change in total cost divided by change in output. And look into this picture. This clearly shows the shape of the marginal cost curve. It is U-shaped curve and it reflects the law of variable proportion. So both the average cost curve and the marginal cost curve are U-shaped curves. It both reflects the law of variable proportions. Let's move into our main topic, the relationship between AC and MC, or the relationship between average cost curve and marginal cost curve. Look into this figure. This is the average cost curve, and this U-shaped curve, this is average cost curve, and this U-shaped curve, this is marginal cost curve. This is SAC and this is SMC, and this intersecting point here, this is E, this is intersecting point, and here the MC equal to AC. At this point MC equal to AC. Then this is the corresponding output. Okay. Then let's look into the relationship between AC and MC. When AC is decreasing as output increases, MC is less than AC. Okay. Let's look into this figure. When AC is decreasing, while the AC is decreasing, as output increases when the AC is decreasing, the MC, this is MC curve, MC will be less than AC. Here the figure clearly shows that when the AC is decreasing, the MC curve is below. It is below the AC curve as output increases. Then next condition, when AC is increasing as output increases, MC is greater than AC. When the AC curve, that is increasing, the AC curve here, This curve is in upward. This curve that is in upward in direction. So when the AC curve is, this shows the increase in AC. When AC is increasing, as output increases, here the output is increasing. Here the output increasing and the AC is also increasing. The MC will be greater than AC. Yes, the MC curve, that is the MC curve is above the AC curve. So it is higher than AC curve. And look into next condition or next relationship. MC is equal to AC when AC is at its minimum. This is the minimum point. This point E is the intersecting point of AC curve and MC curve. And here, at this intersecting point, at this E point, the MC will be equal to AC. So, then next point, MC curve cuts AC from below at its lower point E and corresponding output Q. Yes, the MC curve, look into this figure. The MC curve is cutting the AC curve from below. It's not cutting the AC curve from above, but it's cutting the AC curve from below. Here, it's cutting from below. Okay. Then at the point E and the corresponding output here marked the corresponding output, that is Q. Then next point, that is both MC and AC curves are U-shaped and this reflects the law of variable proportion. Here we can clearly see that both these curves are U-shaped curves and it reflects the law of variable proportion. Okay. Once again we can revise this. There are only 5 points which are discussing the relationship between AC and MC. So when AC is decreasing, as output increases, the MC that is less than the MC curve, that will be less than AC. When AC is decreasing, the MC curve will be less than AC as output increases. Then second point, when AC is increasing, when AC curve that is increasing, here we can see the increase of AC curve. When AC curve is increasing, as output increases, this line is marked with the increasing of output. When as output increases, MC curve, this is MC curve, that is greater than or above the AC curve. Okay, then what is the third point? The MC is equal to AC when AC is at its minimum. Yes, at this point, this is E. At this point, the MC curve that is equal to AC. MC is equal to AC at this point. And this is the minimum point of SAC curve or average cost curve. This is the minimum point, and the MC curve that is intersecting, or yes, it passes through the AC curve at the minimum point of AC curve. Then fourth point, MC curve cuts the AC curve from below. Yes, that is also important point. The MC curve that cuts the AC curve from below only, not above the AC curve, but from below it is cutting. And the corresponding output is Q and is cutting at the minimum point of average cost curve. Then fifth point, both MC and AC curves are U-shaped curves. Both these curves are U-shaped curves and it reflects the law of variable proportion. Both these curves are U-shaped curves. Yes, this MC curve is also U and this AC curve is also U, and this reflects the law of variable proportion. I hope you all understood my concept or my seminar, and thank you.